All right, as always, here's the risk disclosure. Trading futures is risky. Know what you're doing before you do it, and you can lose all your money. Also, this live stream is not financial advice. It is for educational purposes only, and the live stream is not intended to copy my trades. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, stock trader, Dr. Brandy, Peter, John, Jim. How's everybody doing? Got some big news coming up in 2 minutes. Yep, Jim. 3-0 for the day. Good job, doctor. Easy early day, huh? Is it cold over there, Brandy, where you are? It's a little chilly this morning over here in the 40s. So it wasn't an easy 3-0. Stressful one. Okay. Morning, Dan. Yeah. And we are at settlement. Also, look at that. At settlement, news about to come out. Big news. See where this thing wants to go. Hopefully it gives us some nice setups today. Got to get this account in the positive. More news at 8:30 too. Low impact and medium, so might not get anything till after 8:30. We'll see. Morning, Jimmy. And there it goes. I'm going to wait a couple minutes, then I'll refresh my dynamic magnets and flux levels. Here's the 30-tick chart. Did drop, but it's already trying to recover. Yeah, it's just an immediate impact, and looks about it. Unless we get a delayed run or something. But let's see. Give it a few minutes. Yeah. Check that out. Looking nice and full of holiday spirit. Continuing on. So I don't know if y'all saw in the Elite Room last Friday, maybe. When I was in there, I posted a quote from Forex Factory that they actually, you could subscribe to MNI, I think is what it was. I don't know. It's a news data source. That's where they get their news from too, and they actually release the news 3 minutes early. So that's why sometimes you'll see a pop or a move, a few minutes before the news happens. It's not the news released early. I mean, I guess technically, but there's a big, traders and funds and stuff that subscribe to that, and they get the news 3 minutes early. So they know where to go already. So I just found that out. And I was like, can I subscribe to that? I'm sure it's expensive. I actually bookmarked the website. I think you get a free trial too. Let me see. Since we're waiting. Yeah, for sure, Dan. Yeah, this is it here. Marketnews.com. MNI Market News. Right here. So they give you the release 3 minutes early. Good morning. All right. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I'm probably never going to subscribe, but all right, let me go ahead and refresh my flux levels and dynamic magnets. Make sure we're all up to date. Oh, look at that. If you let's see where the market wants to go, because the 30 tick during all that got a little messy right in this area. As you can see, even on the simplicity chart, it's where it kind of chopped around here. So let's see where this thing wants to go now. Yeah, exactly, Dan. When you have mornings where you're making a couple $100,000 every morning, then yeah. Yeah, doctor, I was mentioning that there's more news at 8:30, so we might get a little window here, but 5 more minutes till another dark zone technically, so it's kind of like may just wait. Simplicity. Yeah, we're starting a 50 tick chop here. Let's see, what's the low of the day? 109.31.25. So we're pretty close to the low of the day also. 109.31.25. 109.31. Yeah, so not too far off from the low of the day. And it might, because unemployment claims are something being watched right now too, so may just chop around until that comes out. But we have 4-bar chop now on the 50 tick, so see what happens if we get a breakout. On the 5th bar. Still hovering around that 11,000 mark. Man, it's been there for a while now. Yeah, look at that. Nice little chop zone on the 7th bar. So, yeah, exactly, Dan. All right, might be trying to go long on us here. Might get a bar up, maybe. But even then, we're heading into the dark zone, so we'll see. Yeah, it's definitely a good time to make some coffee or whatever you got to do. Probably now till the next for the next 10 minutes, probably.
Potential OP rejection on NQ. Double cluster NQ. Double cluster and cubed.
Hey, I want to, yeah, doctor's right. I use Streamlabs is the program I used, and I just have that order book open in Rhythmic, and then I just have a little, just cast it over. I can select that area. Good morning. All right, about 1 minute or less, maybe 30 seconds. Good morning, Doozy. All right, that sure broke us out there. Ah, they canceled it. Okay. So you had to resubscribe, I guess.
Potential setup A, setup B on and cube. Trap orders with exhaustion box on and cube. Setup A, setup B on and cube. OP rejection on and cube.
All right. Oh man, I hate tech issues. It's like the worst thing.
Double cluster and cube.
So we have a 30 tick institutional block that we don't have very often. This dotted line up here, red dotted line is the I block, institutional block there. Coming from, I just noticed it, right here right when the news came out, the 8:30 news, we got a red institutional block. Market came right back up to test it and dropping. So there's some big sell orders there. Oh, dang, Brandy. That's not fun. Yeah, that is also why on my desktop, my trading PC that I built, I try to keep it as clean as possible and keep everything on a server. That way, in case if I have to do something like that, it's not a pain in the butt to, I just have to reinstall Ninja and things like that. But that way it's not, I don't lose anything or have to save a bunch of stuff. That 50 tick chart, man. All right, waiting for a breakout now. Just about out of the dark zone. Exactly, Dan. And it's just, whenever they're out of your control too, the tech issues, oh man. At least, other issues I know it's me that I can change or work on, but yeah. I haven't upgraded yet. I haven't heard of anybody saying to, so I'll probably check into that soon. I just typically don't like to upgrade right away. Well, I'm glad it's all running good now. All right, I'm going to go ahead and refresh dynamic magnets and flux levels again. Okay. Got a lot of dynamic magnets here. Huh. So after you upgraded the Ninja Trader, the trade copier had problems? Yeah. Also, make sure y'all are in the Skype NT8 support room too. Oh, that's not fun, Mark. I've had that happen. Different circumstance, but I've had that happen where I've hit the close button too many times and it'll fill you in reverse, and that is not fun at all. Yeah, join that group if you're not in that group. It is called Apex NT8 Support Room. If y'all can't find it, DM me on Skype and I'll add you to it. And yeah, that way you can ask any tech questions in there. The programmers are in there. And yeah, it's a great group to be in.
Potential TX on NQ.
All right, looks like we're getting a short here. But got to be careful. 30 tick chart could be setting up at SLZ right here if this bar closes up. So I would be looking for this bar to close down and also the 50 tick bar to close down at 919 to break out. But like I said, got to be careful on this. Could be an SLZ right here. Star, low volume score 8, ZOI, right on this wall, mini magnet and dynamic magnet. So this be a nice level if it does lay this, or even if it breaks through short and comes back to test it. I prefer that. But just got to be careful because I do not go against 30 tick setups, SLZs and Lorexes on the 30 tick. I will not go against those. Actually, I'm going to keep my screen on that chart for a second until we see what happens with that bar. So we got a cluster on that bar as well. $919.75 is what we need this to close at for the 30 tick bar, and $919.25 for the 50 tick bar. Yeah, there is ODD everywhere, but I do like the breakout, and the DR is high. Well, ODD is climbing, but the DR is high, and then the chop kind of invalidates the ODD here. So I am looking for this to break out short. With that bar closed, so no SLZ that we have to worry about. Waiting for this bar to close. All right, we got that one closed. Now I'm going to be looking for a pullback to go short off of. And it would be great to get one off of that level. Oh, we got a Lorex long. Not sure I like going against that Lorex. But an LRE is above that level anyways at the moment. So an LRE would be up here at about 28. I don't want to take it. If it breaks this level, this 925 area, then I don't want to go short. Which it's breaking it. Because if I take an LRE up here, I don't want to have to come back down through that. Unless we get some major HD. But it's not looking like it. Yeah. I'm not going short. We are off a Paul right here. It's spiking too hard, though. Simplicity, I mean, I wanted it to be down lower, so definitely not going short right now. The Lorex, that's in the Wealth Summit. There's a segment there in the Wealth Summit about it. Yeah, they do work a lot. And that one's not even a Lorex that has everything on it, from what I know. It needs to have OPR or has the cluster in Xbox where you'd want it. But it needs to have OPR or an absorption X, and preferably a mini magnet or a Paul with it. Oh yeah, Brandy, if you don't have Thrive, that is a must before anything else. For sure. All right, we technically have a long, Simplicity long here. Both angled up, broke the high. Not sure this one will go, but let's try to get some kind of market direction going. If we could break this ice level, this ice and dynamic magnet here, I mean, it's definitely, if it breaks this, I would definitely assume it's going to go test that red institutional block again. Because those are rare on the 30 tick. If it breaks that, it might not break it. It just laid this mini magnet. See, here's a strong, it's a 10 tick, but it's strong for now. You had a mini magnet right above this dynamic magnet. Broke it barely, came back up and laid another one with a star 7 low volume score, absorption X right at the same area. So if there was a setup on this bar, that'd be a beautiful short if there was a setup there. Yeah, sometimes with so much data having to be processed and printed, if there's like a little data pocket or something, then it can sometimes skip an order print. So I typically have the trade room, the elite room open so I can double check my charts. I actually forgot to open it this morning, but my charts loaded super fast this morning, like in less than like a minute, literally. All my charts, so I didn't have to refresh nothing or anything, so I assumed it was correct. All right, might be trying to break out now. Yeah, see, things like that can happen. And I know Lori has internet problems sometimes too. So if it cut out at the right moment, it can miss an order print. Good morning, John. Welcome. It's struggling here, but it's trying to break this area. And you can see the pattern change too. It came down a couple times, pulled back, kind of mid this little mini range here, but hit the ice level. It's struggling. See if it'll break it or not. Awesome. Glad to hear that, John. Yeah, I have some more videos that I want to make and that I need to upload. Just got to get the time to do it. But I'm going to remake another LRE video, an updated one of how I'm taking my low risk entries. I'm going to make a cluster video explaining clusters. So I've got all these things on my list. Yeah, because I basically, since the last LRE video, it's pretty much the same, but I simplified, made a little list of what I look for. Basically, a checklist of what to look for to take an LRE or not. And it's very simple. It's like, okay, does it have this, 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 this? Yes. Okay, I could take one. No. Okay, then I skip. And because I help my mom a lot because my mom trades too, so I get a lot of ideas through helping teach her. So then I'm like, you know what? That'd be nice. I think more people could benefit from this. No, that's what I'm saying, Jimmy. I'm gonna make a new updated video that's gonna explain all that. I I I want to have that done before this weekend is over. So, oh, cool. Yeah, see Damos. Yeah, it's always fun when you have somebody like that that you can help, and then it actually helps yourself a lot. I learned a lot through helping, my mom and other people. Dan. Nah, I don't tell her that anymore. Actually, I tell her this is advice. Do this specifically. Yeah, John, it is really cool. Especially when you can it's cool to have people online too that you could talk to and message, but it's even more fun when you can meet and actually go over stuff, in person. Yeah. That's what I would love to do. Like, I wish, I know we're all spread out and Apex has their yearly events, but I wish I just had enough people local to have like little monthly meetups or something and discuss ideas and things. That'd be cool. Yeah, the wealth event was awesome. It was really cool meeting everybody and putting, faces to names and all that. It was really cool. All right, we're just going sideways here. Wisconsin. Okay. Yeah, Richard, that'd be awesome.
Potential setup A setup B on NQ. Potential TX on NQ.
Southern Arizona. Nice. For those that don't know, I'm in Houston. Actually, a little suburb outside of Houston, but Houston area. Dan. Oh, cool, Kim. Post Oak. Okay. Yeah. I drive pretty close to there every day whenever I go into the office after I trade. But I'm south, so I'm not sure if you know where Friendswood is, but that's where I'm at. Yep, another failed breakout, which may look at here at the 30 tick. If we lay this mini magnet on this dynamic magnet, and absorption X, I mean, this could push it down. if this bar closes down, which it did, that could be our push we need. So let's see. Simplicity's setting up to maybe go short. I just hope it doesn't. This is that level. Let's see. This is that level that I was looking at earlier. That 925 area that I was hoping to get an LRE short off of. So if it can come back down and break through there, if it leaves this, if this bar closes with this mini magnet too, could be another push. So this may try to push through. Let's see. It's definitely a signal. Yeah. Yeah, you could say there was a sim short there. You had both lines here angling down, broke it underneath that. Let's see. Yeah, John. Yeah. Sometimes I found at about 10:30 or so, usually 45 minutes to an hour after the open, it gets tradable pretty good to do this kind of analysis on NQ, but not always. So I actually like trading YM after the open with LREs because it's more same thing. You have a lot of time to really analyze what's going on. I mean, obviously, you're not always going to get huge runs on YM. Like NQ, you can trail an LRE for 100 ticks sometimes after the open. But, YM, you can still grab 30 to 50 ticks on a trade. Sometimes more. But yeah, it's a better speed for sure. YM anyways after the open. Yeah, they work great. That's actually my mom got funded. So my mom trades the open and she watches NQ, but only when NQ is really, really slow, she'll trade it. But she trades YM at LREs and she got funded that way. Yeah, you just got to have the right indice symbol. I think it's VXD. Let's see. Yeah, because NQ is VXN, YM is VXD, like dog. And they work good. They work great. Yeah, that's it. Especially because YM does put up some really strong levels sometimes. And when you get an LRE off of that, I mean, they're nice. I don't really recommend simplicity itself, for YM or ES. But LREs, yeah. Nice, John. Yeah, I have my own workspace, a separate workspace for YM for the times that I do get to trade the open. Then sometimes if NQ is too crazy, I'll just open up the YM. Well, this is looking pretty ugly. It's having a hard time breaking, but what happens too is if this does break, it may just run with how hard of a time it's having to get out of this area. You see, we're just going sideways here at that 925. I mean, it's struggling to get through that. It's tested it a couple times. Even back here, it's way to the left. It came down, hit it exactly. Broke it barely. Tested it here. Now we're at it again, or tested it again a minute ago. So usually on the third try or more, it'll break. So we'll see if it has enough in it to break. If it does, I think it's going to have a nice little rundown. Maybe even go test 900 if it breaks. Of course, it could chop forever or do whatever it wants. Just have to be patient. Just remember, the way I trade, I just need 1 to 2 trades to make a great day. And I don't know if y'all do this or not, but whenever you get your charts set up the way you like them, if you make any changes to the template after you load it, like how I have the eye zones here and I have my copier with thicker lines or whatever, you could save it as your own template. So, if you save as, you can name it whatever. Like I have all my 10 tick, my 50, my, how I like them set. That way, anytime I open a new chart, I just load my version of that template and I don't have to make any changes.
Double cluster NQ.
Oh, I guess I opened that on the wrong screen. Let's see. See if it wants to go now.
Potential TX on NQ.
All right, have a great day, Brandy. Take care. Okay, now it's breaking out. Let's see if it'll actually go somewhere this time. Broke the 925. I would need it to run down quite a decent little way and pull back. I still like that level for an LRE if we can get one. Although we got to be careful because all the way to the left here is that bottom 913, and that is the low of the day. So we just got to be careful that it doesn't come down and hit that and then just, want to start going long from there. But I like this bar. Could be laying a mini magnet. I don't know if you can see it behind that dynamic magnet. Could be laying a mini magnet exactly on that dynamic magnet. Again, that'd be a great... We know this is a strong level. And I already have a wall there. Was this my wall I put in? Yeah, that's my wall I put in that I told y'all to put in the other day if you don't have it. So you can see it's still strong. Laid a mini magnet there, dynamic magnet, ZOI, cluster. Potentially laying another mini magnet exactly there. So since I put that wall in myself, that means that was a TBS at one point on the 30 tick. So if this closes down at 916, we'll have another mini magnet there. There it goes. Beautiful. And there's the push. Look at that. Like clockwork. Problem is it pushed too hard too fast. I would love to take an LRE off of that. Which that is where an LRE would be right now. Right here. So if price pulls back up to that, I'm going to go short. Oops. Unless if on its way up, it leaves a whole bunch of mess here on the 10 tick or 30 tick. But otherwise, and we have HD. Well, not anymore, but let's see if it pulls back or if it just keeps going. And that'll be the first test of this fresh mini magnet if it pulls up and gives an LRE there. I would love to take that one. I just hope this is not the new bottom for the day, because it is the low.
Potential setup B on NQ.
Ah,
Trap orders
see.
with exhaustion box on NQ. Setup B on NQ. Double cluster NQ.
I'll still take it if it pulls up to it at the moment. Even with this fresh mini magnet here. If it lays this 30 tick mini magnet there, then I probably won't, but the bar needs to close all the way down at 904 for that to happen, so that probably won't happen. It won't be in a position to be an LRE again. And normally I like it to be trending better to take a pullback LRE, but in this case, this was a strong level we broke, and it laid that mini magnet, so if it comes back to it, that's why I like it. It's getting a little messy, though. I'm out on this one now. Because now an LRE would be down here at 916. And I'm not taking a short from there. Because if this thing starts pulling back, I don't see why it wouldn't come back up. So now I need it to continue short below this area here before I take a pullback. Because going short right now wouldn't make sense for me. Which sucks because I really liked that level. I really wanted to take a short off of this up here. Now, if you're trading sniper or something, yeah, it might not even get there anymore. But if you were trading Lorexes or snipers, something, and it made its way back up and gave a setup off of that, I would take it in a heartbeat. But now, more waiting. We do have a potential on this 30 tick chart to have this bar, our current bar, close with another mini magnet. It's not on any levels though, so it may not create a push. That's why this one, I said if it closes, it's going to create a push because it's pushing off. Remember, mini magnets either attract to or push off. So this one up here, push off. This one here, push off. This one here, it's not really anything to push off. So if this bar closes down and it doesn't continue, then I'd expect it to continue to chop around here. Because that would mean we have this mini magnet, a mini magnet here, and they're kind of spaced out. So I'd expect chop there. We didn't get that mini magnet. It didn't close. But if that would have happened, that's what I would have expected. Now, if this pulls back and lays another mini magnet here and goes down, that'd be really nice. Oh, look, there may be a Lorex short off that level. I don't take Lorexes, but let's see if it closes and what happens. There it is. It didn't leave a mini magnet, but I still like this Lorex because that level. It's got the trapped orders, cluster. Don't really have much else, but that level. And that Lorex was a winner, the scalp one. I knew that one would win. That, to me, was a no-brainer. Still don't take them, though. I'm not breaking my rules. Man, 908. Might not get a trade today. I hope you see why I didn't take an LRE in here. And it would have lost if you did. But nice. Great scalp. I really liked that one. And I wish so bad that was an LRE. Because an LRE would have been, let's just call it 924, even down to here. I mean, that's 8 points right there. If I only took it down to the ZOI. I have not, Thumper. Actually, in futures, I've only ever traded this Apex system. I've tried other systems outside of futures that I was not successful in, but I actually got started in futures trading because of the Apex sniper system. So that's all I've traded. Yeah, Vegas. NQ is so rhythmic that you'll notice so much happening over and over and over, as you're watching NQ all the time. That's why I like NQ so much, because I've, over the last, few years, I've just come to being real comfortable with how it moves. And YM too, I've gotten a lot more comfortable with that too, with the rhythmic patterns of it and stuff. They actually move very similar, NQ and YM, except obviously NQ puts up more ticks, But other than that, they react a lot of the same. And I really got how I did that too, is I watched the charts move for hours and hours at a time without even trying to trade, just watching, see how it reacted to everything. All right. Let's see if it wants to go short here, if it wants to break this low now. Coming right down to that Paul. Testing that. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I tried, I first got started learning with some program in stocks, just regular stocks. And I was like, gosh, you got to have a lot of money. If you're making 10%, what good is that to make 10% on $1,000? I mean, yeah, it can compound over time, but it wasn't worth it to me. And then, so I got into futures because obviously you can leverage, and Forex, trying to use the same strategies, and I got killed. So I was actually done with trading until I came across Apex. And the Apex has the free 30-day boot camp where you don't have to put in your credit card, debit card, or anything. And I was like, well, I guess I have nothing to lose. And then when I did that, that was it. That was it for me. Stayed with it. All right, we have look at this. We're just have a chop block, little breakout, chop, little breakout, chop. Just pretty ugly morning. But what that does too is it's very simple to know when not to trade. I mean, that's the biggest thing, right? Is knowing when not to trade. And I mean, it's very clear right now that there's nothing to trade. Yeah, exactly. Then the extra dollar, exactly, for another 30 days. Yeah, same here, Dan. That got me. And it was right when March 2020 COVID came out, and everybody shut down. We're at home, and I'm like, holy crap, I got to figure out how to make some money at home online. And I just so happened to get an email from Daryl. I guess I was subscribed before or something, saying how he just made 12 grand at night. And I'm like, all right. And then then I was like, okay, that's BS. And then 30 days, no credit card. I was like, okay, but I'm going to find out. And since then, that was it. I'm so glad that happened. I mean, it's really life changing.
Double cluster NQ. Potential TX on NQ. Potential double TX on NQ.
Yeah, Jimmy, I agree. And that's how I got started with the trading stocks that I was just mentioning. It was, just I got hit with an ad, some promoter, guru. I paid like $1,500 or something right up front, no payments, to learn how to trade this strategy that you just need this one little strategy. When these cross over, you'll make so much money. And it was like a MACD crossover or something. Didn't teach you nothing else. And it was like this little course. It was a bunch of crap. That's what that was. I agree. That's the biggest thing. I'm like, if somebody is going to let you test run everything for 30 days for free, not even grab your credit card so you can forget to cancel and they charge you, then, that tells me that the system works, or they're that confident in the system, and that it is true that the owner, Daryl, does not, it doesn't make money just selling something. He's actual trader and makes his money trading. So I was sold. We're right back at that 925 level. What's that, John, about Daryl? Yeah. Yeah, with Apex Trader funding, I mean, Apex Trader funding has just been such a success. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't trade much anymore. I mean, which that's, in my opinion, I mean, that's why I trade. I'm trying to build capital to invest it to be free, right? So, like, you know, yeah, do I want to have to sit and trade every day forever? No, not really. Is it fun? Yeah. I'll do it when I want to eventually. But when you're making that kind of money, man, yeah, you just invest that thing, live off of passive income, you're free.
TX on NQ. Trap orders with exhaustion box on NQ.
Oh,
Potential
100%
on
Vegas.
NQ.
100%.
B on NQ.
You know, we talk to him, we chat with him, things like that. But then whenever you hang around him, yeah. All right. 920 coming up on 920. It is looking like I am not going to get a trade today. And to be honest, at this point, 5 minutes before the dark zone, and right whenever at the end of my trading session, I don't even want to take the chance, because if it loses, then I end the day. You know, it could be the best setup. We know that it could be the best setup in the world, and it could still lose. So I don't want to take a trade with a couple minutes left of my trading session and it potentially lose, and then sat here for an hour to get a loss at the end of the session. So I'm pretty much done here. Yeah, I'm not gonna. There's not gonna be any trades. Crappy morning. The news, I mean, really made it pretty crappy. News moved, of course, but we don't trade that. And then it just, man, I mean, it's very clear. The 50 tick. Look at that. Very clear. Because that's the thing. That's one of the things that, um, I mentioned with LREs. Simplicity we know is a trend, and an LRE is a pullback of the trend. So if you look, and there's no real trend except for right here when the news happened, why am I going to take a trade? Right? It's pretty that simple. But anyways, I appreciate everybody hopping on here, joining me. And, I know most of you have been here already. Some people are here to watch this 25K challenge. No trade today. Appreciate everybody. Yes, hit that like button. And I'll see all y'all tomorrow for sure. For everybody trading the open, have a great day and trade well. See y'all tomorrow. Take care. Yeah, Thumper, I started with one. Right now I have a total of 9 accounts. And two, yeah. I have 5. Well, I have a couple of new accounts that I'm waiting to get the PA's agreement too. So, but this challenge, I'm just doing one right here, 25K account. But I am copying across all my other accounts, just so you know. But anyways, all right. See y'all later. Take care.